Growing up as a pastor's kid, people often thought, oh, everything for you is butterflies and roses. But the enemy was after me. I didn't have a personal relationship with God. I never sensed God's presence personally in my life. So in high school, I really just went off the rails, and I was just going to other things to satisfy me. I'm telling you, every weekend I'd be at some party, drinking, doing drugs, things like that to try to find fulfillment. And it was in those moments that I would come home from the party and I would just feel that guilt and that shame and that condemnation that I wasn't worth it, or I wasn't valued. But when I came to Charis, everything changed. During prophetic activation, he gave me a vision of my life. And I saw these huge hands just forming me in my mother's womb. Then I saw my mother holding me after my birth, and Jesus was there weeping on the side. And I asked Jesus, why are you crying? And he said back to me, son, I'm just so happy you were born. And he continued throughout this vision to show me his presence throughout my childhood. Next was me as a teenager, just coming out of a party, and I was just drunk, and I shouldn't have drove home, but I did because I had to go home. And so I was just driving home, and I just remember in that moment, and even in this vision, just feeling that conviction, feeling what I was doing was wrong, and I knew I needed a savior. I knew I needed someone to pick my life up because I was going the wrong way. In the car that I was in, I looked to the passenger seat, and there was Jesus smiling at me. Man, he was not condemning me. And at that moment, I felt the love of God like never before. It was so tangible, like I could feel his pleasure all over me. His love was saying no matter what you did, that he still loved me, that I was still his child, that the things that I've done in the past, the drinking, the partying, that doesn't define me. It's just the way that he sees me as his son. God was with me since the beginning of time, and he was always there, smiling.